violence is not the only issue that the BJP is latching on to corner the MamataBanerjee government. Corruption is a talking point in Bengal politics. MamataBanerjee came to power by projecting herself as a simple, no-frills-attached leader. Her trademark cotton sari, her white chappals, and insistence on living in a house on Harish Chatterjee Street rather than in his sprawling CM residence. She is still seen travelling often in a small car minus a lal batti. Now, those who live near Kolkata's Kali Ghat, near Mamata's house, typically swear by her. But some discordant notes are also heard. 2024 के चुनाव की बात करते हैं क्योंकि वहाँ पे बीजेपी भी कोशिश करेगी. पिछले बार लोकसभा में उन्होंने पिछले बार अच्छा सीट उन्होंने जीते थे, किसी ने एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था. इस बार असेंबली चुनाव में हालांकि वो हार गए. क्या आपको लगता है जो वो लोग पॉलिटिकल वायलेंस, करप्शन ये सब बात करते हैं उसका कोई असर पड़े?
कुछ नहीं होगा. वेस्ट बंगाल में टीएमसी को हराना मुश्किल नहीं, नामुमकिन है. जितना काम किया टीएमसी, ये जो 34 साल सीपीएम किया, कुछ नहीं किया. क्या किया? अपने आप लूट के लिए. लूटने के सब जो आता है सभी करता है, लेकिन ये टीएमसी किया है काम. ग्राम में जाइए.
तो आपके हिसाब से कौन कौन से एरिया में टीएमसी ने काम किया है?
पूरा वेस्ट बंगाल में काम किया है. अब टाउन छोड़ दीजिए, विलेज में जाके देखिए, रास्ता घाट देखिए, स्कूल देखिए, क्या नहीं किया? सब किया. कौन सरकार पैसा दिया है गरीब लोग को? आज तक कोई सरकार दिया है 500 रुपया करके लक्ष्मी भंडार? नहीं दिया. कोशिश तो कर रहा है. सेंट्रल पैसा भी नहीं भेज रहा है, कहीं नहीं भेज रहा है. यहाँ पे कुछ असर नहीं पड़ने वाला है.
अभिषेक बैनर्जी को आप देखना चाहोगे 2024 में कि या दीदी को नहीं रिप्लेस किया जाता?
दीदी आएगा, दीदी को ही देखना चाहता हूँ.
अभिषेक बैनर्जी को नहीं, उनको वेट करना पड़ेगा.
अभी वेट करना पड़ेगा, वो बच्चा है अभी तक. हाँ,
आपका क्या कहना है?
हाँ, सेम.
अभिषेक बैनर्जी को वेट करना चाहिए. लेकिन ये जो बीजेपी कह रही है बार बार कि बहुत करप्शन हुआ है और इसीलिए एटलीस्ट स्टेट इलेक्शन का चुनाव अलग होता है, लोकसभा का अलग होता है. उनका कहना ये है कि करप्शन के चक्कर में इस बार बीजेपी को मौका मिले. आपको लगता है करप्शन एक इशू है?
करप्शन तो वो भी किया सेंट्रल में.
अच्छा,
सेंट्रल में नहीं किया. मोदी,
इनको भी पूछती हूँ.
नहीं किया.
अच्छा, इनको भी पूछते हैं. हाँ, बोलिए.
करप्शन के चलते लोकसभा में सीट थोड़ा कम बेसी हो सकता है.
तृणमूल कांग्रेस का. अच्छा,
बस और कुछ नहीं.
तो कम बेसी में ही तो फर्क पड़ जाता है. अच्छा, आप तो इसी इलाके से हो, आपको क्या लगता है कि 2024 में क्या लोग चेंज देखना चाहेंगे या अलग इश्यूज पे वोट आता है?
कुछ लोग का दिमाग में सोचना, तो जैसे बातचीत होता है, सुनता है, कुछ इधर उधर होगा, चेंज होगा.
और कांग्रेस और लेफ्ट कोशिश तो कर रहे हैं वो लोग उभरने का. आपको लगता है उनको कोई चांस है? कांग्रेस लेफ्ट को है चांस? आप मानते हैं यहाँ पे? आपको क्या लगता है 2024 में क्या क्या इश्यूज होंगे?
इशू के बारे में तो हम कुछ नहीं बोलेगा, लेकिन जैसे आदमी हम लोग बातचीत सुनता है, लोगों का हाल जानता है कि क्या बोलता है, लेकिन जब सोचता है दिमाग में तो जैसा लगता है कुछ चेंज होगा. जैसे 24 में आप बोल रहा है,
ये कह रहे हैं कि चेंज होगा.
नहीं होगा.
नहीं होगा,
कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा और सीट कमेगा यहाँ पे बीजेपी का.
ऐसा क्यों?
हाँ, ऐसा ही हो. अरे यहाँ पे ट्रेंड ही ऐसा है. अब देखिएगा 26 में भी फिर तृणमूल आएगा. कोई चांस नहीं है 26 में भी. अगला 10 साल में भी कोई चांस नहीं है. अपोजिशन नहीं है तो.
अच्छा, वो आपने ऑपोजिशन का नाम लिया. सेंटर में कोशिश की जा रही है.
बीजेपी को रहने दीजिए.
नहीं, मैं कुछ और कह रहा हूँ. सेंटर में कोशिश की जा रही है कि एक ऑपोजिशन को स्ट्रॉन्ग किया जाए, यानी कि सब ऑपोजिशन पार्टीज एक साथ आए, और दीदी भी ये कोशिश कर रही है. क्या आपको लगता है ऑपोजिशन पार्टीज को दीदी को प्रोजेक्ट करना चाहिए एज प्राइम मिनिस्टर?
दीदी
या दीदी एज चीफ मिनिस्टर चलेगी?
नहीं, दीदी एक ही आदमी है, दीदी जिसका बैकग्राउंड साफ है, और जो गया है 90% चोर है.
नारोदा स्कैम इतना नाम हुआ.
दीदी का नाम में मत बोलिए. दीदी का कोई प्रूफ नहीं है. एक तो प्रूफ दिखाइए दीदी का अगेंस्ट में. कोई नहीं है. जो चोर लोग वहाँ मिला है, लालू प्रसाद यादव, स्कैम देखिए उसका, सब तो चोर एक साथ मिला हुआ है, दीदी छोड़ के. लेकिन उसमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा मोदी को. मोदी सेंट्रल में ही रहेगा. यहाँ पे वेस्ट बंगाल तृणमूल रहेगा.
No, I guess it can happen only in Bengal, where we are all sitting together, but each one is entitled to a difference of opinion. And as Dada is saying, दीदी को state level pe and center pe Modi ko rehne. Well, we are going to see the permutation combination, but that's going to be in a sense on the Didi Par in West Bengal. But as pictures and stories of corruption came close to her door, the BJP and even Congress are targeting MamataBanerjee. Anubrata Mondal, the Lord of Birbhum, who ensured at least 7 Lok Sabha seats around this area, was arrested in a cattle smuggling case. Partha Chatterjee, a former TMC minister who was also close to MamataBanerjee, was arrested in a recruitment scam.
If they think that this is the way they will put their investigative agencies and all their might to scare me, to put me on the back foot, to make sure that I stay away from the political fray and doesn't question them on their wrongdoings, they're living in fool's paradise.
And now the taint is hitting closer home. Her nephew and heir apparent Abhishek Banerjee, who calls the shots in TMC, hasn't escaped corruption charges either.
The emergence of the nephew of MamataBanerjee as a rival power centre has upset a large number of people within the Trinamool Congress who feel that a setback in the Lok Sabha will probably act as a corrective in the future, because the stakes in terms of the future of the state government in the Lok Sabha is non-existent. So they would rather that their dissatisfaction, their unease with the changing equations in the Trinamool Congress will be reflected in the Lok Sabha elections. I think what's very interesting about the nature of corruption which has come out, which has emerged so far, is that it touches every level of the Trinamool Congress. It's not something which is confined to the very top, neither is it something which is confined to the very bottom, and it's something which goes on despite the disapproval of the top. What we are seeing is a chain of command which exists right from the top, stretches into every single right up to the block level. And this sort of system which has been built, whereby a patronage system built solely on corruption, which is really dragging West Bengal down to such an extent that it's really fallen off the map of development as far as the rest of India is concerned.
But the TMC has countered BJP's allegations by accusing the BJP of acting like a washing machine. Those who join the party automatically get cases against them dropped.
The biggest mistake that BJP is making is to think that, coming from Bollywood, I know there is a famous song, "Ye public hai, ye sab janti hai." So I think that they are just underestimating the fact that public, they can fool the public by talking about Bhrashtachar ke khilaf ladai and all of that. What we saw in Maharashtra 2-3 days back, and the general pattern of keeping the doors open for all the corrupt leaders to come and get into the washing machine of BJP, and then have the central agencies lose all their credibility by getting behind the opposition's leaders, trying to prove them corrupt. I mean, what credibility, what corruption, what is now Modi ji is going to talk about? You tell me. 3 days back he calls NCP the nationally corrupt party. Sabko jail ke chakki peesna padega. Those are the actual quote unquote dialogues. And the next day you find, as a Mumbaikar, I know what are the charges, grave charges against one of the biggest men who have joined the government now and holding high posts. So that's what it is. I think that they have made public the biggest opposition of the ruling dispensation.
BJP is also tagging MamataBanerjee as an erratic, eccentric and bad administrator. Her frequent run-ins with the centre and governor, taunts at the PM and refusal to attend Niti Aayog meetings all suit the BJP's agenda. The Raj Bhavan behind me has often been the pitch of a political battle between MamataBanerjee government and the governor. And jumping into the fray has been the BJP. While she has accused the governor of being misused by the BJP at the centre, the BJP says that she has scant regard for constitutional framework. But whatever may be the reason, the presence of Jagdeep Dhankar, the former governor, as the vice president and chairperson of Rajya Sabha could make things difficult for the Trinamool Congress at the centre. But will it have an impact on her national ambitions? And will this tug of war between the BJP, the Raj Bhavan and the Trinamool Congress also have an impact on the image of MamataBanerjee, or Didi as she is called, her star power, and also her power to fight on the streets of Bengal. As we travel through many parts of Bengal, it's clear that neither the left nor the TMC have been able to keep pace with young Bengalis. Many youths have left the state in search for jobs. There are frequent street fights and violent protests. There's a government riddled with corruption allegations. And a sunrise in the form of Abhishek Banerjee faces the challenge of addressing the aspirations of an ambitious Bengal. As the sun sets on yet another day, the BJP wants to be the hope in 2024. But being the firebrand leader that she is, MamataBanerjee will fight back. As we end this journey through Bengal and many parts of it through which we travelled, one thought which crosses our mind is that over the last couple of years, this beautiful state has remembered more for its poll violence, the kind of aggression which we see on the ground, and many of the aspirations which have not yet been fulfilled. As we head for the big elections for 2024, will Bengal bring that change? Will our politicians only get caught up and trapped in the promises that they have been making? And will the people of the state finally take a call on their future?